Keep telling your neighbors and friends at work and at worship about all that we've accomplished as a nation and all that's at stake in the days ahead. And be confident as you go. You know, in all my travels across the country over the last 4 years, to big cities and small towns, I'm convinced of two things. That America is a freedom-loving nation, and America is a nation of faith. Everywhere I go, people speak to me about their faith with a word of encouragement. Sweetest words I ever hear is when people will say as they did over at Carter Lake earlier today, reach out maybe across a rope line and just say, I'm praying for you. And I want you all to know we feel those prayers every day. I think the American people know that the foundation of America is freedom, but the foundation of freedom is faith. The truth is, faith is at the very heart of who we are as Americans. And I believe the foundation of this country is strengthened each and every day by the stand that each and every one of you take. President Lincoln reminded us, quote, "It is the duty of nations as well as of men to recognize the sublime truth announced in the Holy Scriptures and proven by all histories, that those nations are only blessed whose God is the Lord." And so as I leave here today, in these challenging times, and urge you to hold fast to freedom, let's also hold fast to faith. And let's remember to pray. The Bible tells us that the prayer of the upright pleases Him. The prayer reaches heaven, His holy dwelling place. And then in times of great challenge in our life or in the life of the nation, we're not to be anxious about anything. But in everything, in every form of prayer and petition with thanksgiving, we're to present our request to God and know that the peace of God that passes all understanding will guard our hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. As Ben Carson said, we're passing through difficult days as a nation. Too much division in our country today. An election of such consequence may well be one of the most important elections in the life of this nation. But I believe more than ever that people of faith should pray. And coming here today, I want to encourage you. Practice that prayer in a renewed way. As we think of the challenges and the times in which we live, the more than 200,000 of our countrymen that have been lost, we think of the grief of those families who have always been on our hearts, those that are struggling with disease today, as we think of the economic hardship that people still face in the midst of the recovery that's underway. We think of the violence besetting families in our major cities. Let's claim that ancient promise that if His people who are called by His name will humble themselves and pray and turn, that He'll do like He's always done in the long and storied history of this country. He'll hear from heaven, and He'll heal this land.